I'll just start with the resource again so that once when you are trying it, you cross check whether any data is missing or not. I think in group I shared one resource file also that was in I think uh, .xcr some format. If you try
Yes,
to
ma'am.
import that sheet, you might find few resources also in that. But फिर भी again just let me show you this one more time. Basically here, whenever you start with resources, if you remember like last class, the what I did was I just loaded the built-in data. But when you want to start newly by your own, then here we have this plus that is add option. Here can you see it is showing that there are some filter applied here. So if I click OK once, you might see that all the resource that was there, it will be visible. One thing you check here in this resource sheet, I think these things are clear about how to put the name, resource type, all these things. Say I'll add one resource here. So I'll name this as electrician करके. By default, this will be the resource type. And here, if you remember, this is a default unit. Basically, this default unit is something that will be linked to the budgeted unit also. So again, I'll show you that. You once verify whether the price per unit is added or not. Sometimes what happens, you have resource name, but if the cost is not added here, then sometimes the budgeted cost won't be, applied. Again, in case if cost is there, for example, if I put here, say, some 1,000 rupees per day, slash D I'll take. After you assign the primary unit, basically this cost we have to add it under unit and prices in the details part. Here directly you cannot type it. So this is just a column. You cannot type here. Instead, the pricing part we have to put in the details only. So after you put a value for the standard rate or price per unit, then you go to activity. Just to show you how this work, I'll pick one task here. I think already there is a resource added. I'll just remove it and show you. You can see that for this particular work, currently there are no resources. So as you remember, we have to use this add resource option. You pick the resource that you created here and click on assign. Now what happens? Basically, what you need to do is for this particular activity, we have to show how many electricians are required. For example, if it is a one person, what I have to do is I have to multiply this value that is default unit into duration. If I take 9 hours per day as a default, here can you see remaining is 9 hours per day. I will multiply it with the duration, so which will become 36 unit. Now, if you observe here, this budgeted cost is showing 4,000 rupees. One thing you can say is this budgeted cost is calculated by price per unit multiplied with the duration. So basically 4 days of work is there. In the resources sheet, I have added 1000 rupees per day under this price per unit. Automatically the software will consider this budgeted unit first. Budgeted unit, basically the meaning is I am telling the software that one electrician is required for this entire activity. So that's why I have put 36. You can observe one thing here. If say there are two persons available, like there are two electricians required, then what happens? So this budgeted unit will be multiplied with number of resource required. So if I make it 72 now, can you see this cost will be double? So basically, first you always put the budgeted unit, which will define the number of resources required. Accordingly, the cost will be calculated. Sometimes what happens, I'll just show one more setting now. I'll add one more resource. I think there is one blank resource here, right? Say I have a resource, but I forgot to add the price per unit. I'll just name this something like, I'll leave it like this text here. Can you see there is no price per unit for this resource? In case if I add the same person for this activity under add resource, this is the name I have given. Can you see budgeted unit is there, but cost is coming 0. There may be a reason that if price per unit is not available for resource, then the budgeted cost will not be calculated. What if I come back and update? Say here if I make it 1000 rupees per day, already I assigned this person, right? Again if I edit now and go back to activity, can you see it is showing me this dialog box? Basically it is telling that I have updated the cost for the resource that has been assigned. So it is telling me to recalculate the assignment cost. Any question here?
Yes, ma'am. How we will get the price unit of the resource?
Basically, these are something like, the labor cost or a material cost. This data will be there, as per the bill of quantities.
And who will provide the cost? Uh,
See, any project, no, there will be a person who do this BOQ. Basically, I think quantity surveyor, we call them. So that person
okay.
will prepare this data and he will be sharing with you key, what are the quantities required for each and every activity. So as per that information, we try to put the data here. I think I might have a sample bill of quantity with me. I will upload that in the drive. Once you open that sheet and see that, basically bill of quantities means the main focus is like, for example, excavation work I have mentioned, right? In the site, when I want to excavate, the work, basically we have to calculate the area first, like as per the building measurement, we will see that what is the area required to be excavated. According to that, we will try to give the quantity कि इतना cubic meter का work होने वाला है या फिर इतना square meter या square feet का work है करके. Basically, all the work that you see, most of that will be in cubic meter only. So as per the building area, that quantity or volume will be calculated first, and accordingly this costing also, like what is the material cost for cement या फिर sand. So that data will be prepared separately, which we call it as bill of quantities. Actually, in Primavera P6 or MSP, you won't be having BOQ data. But generally what we do, because there is some manpower required, yeah, material required, that's why we try to add the information as a resources. See, I'll share you one sheet. I think in this system I don't have it, but maybe by tomorrow morning, no, I'll upload one sheet so that if you refer that, no, you will have that idea. Ha, Saurabji, you have question?
Yes, madam, can you please show that calculation how that 8,000 is coming?
This
That part I
okay.
got it. Budgeted unit I got it. But
Hmm.
the budgeted cost 8,000, how it is coming? Can you show us the calculation?
Basically,
As
this
as there
budgeted
is assigned
cost.
1,000. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Continue. Continue.
Yeah. So here the logic is like how this cost is calculated is, I have added this electrician to that activity, and if you see the resource sheet, I am telling that this electrician standard rate is 1,000 rupees per day. When I assign this electrician to this activity, first I have to show the budgeted unit. Just if you observe now, if I make it 0, can you see, because there is no work happening here, budgeted cost becomes 0. So what I did first, I think this part you might remember, like we have to multiply the default unit with the duration. So if I take 9 hours per day and the duration is 4 days, I'm telling the software that for this entire 4 days of activity, this electrician budgeted unit is 36 hours, which is nothing but, the 4 days of work. 9 into 4 I did, 36 I have put. So considering the per day cost as 1,000 rupees, the software will multiply it with the duration. You got it now? Basically, I'm telling this full time, like full day that person is available for all 4 days. Again, what if, say, this electrician is available only half day for this 4 days? In that case, depending on how much salary you have mentioned or standard rate you have mentioned, accordingly the cost will be calculated. So I can say that the unit that you assign, depending on that, the cost will automatically update. अगर 4 दिन का काम है तो 1,000 rupees per day दिया है, and I am telling the software that he is available for all 4 days, तो इसलिए ये 4,000 हो गया. And if I want to say that 2 electricians are required, वो 8,000 कैसे आया कि what I did was I multiplied this budgeted unit into 2, because 36 is for one electrician. If I want to show the number of people required, so if the value is double, say if I make it 72, now can you see this become 8,000. So basically two
Okay, okay, got
electricians are
it.
there.
Got it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, got
So
it.
depending on the budgeted unit, like how many hours of effort that I put, accordingly this cost will be calculated. बेसिकली ये कह सकते हैं कि 1,000 rupees per day means this person is working for 9 hours per day, right? अगर मैं बजटेड यूनिट में 9 hours से कम दिखाती हूँ ना, तो ये कॉस्ट भी कम हो जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली. So number of hours of work required, based on that this will be calculated.
That means budgeted cost is the duration multiply with the rate, price per unit.
Correct.
Actually what I was doing the mistake, madam. I was
Hmm.
multiplying the budgeted unit with price per unit. So accordingly, if it is 36 multiply 1,000, that will be 3,600. So
Yes, yes.
that
No,
was the
no.
doubt how 4,000 is coming. Okay,
Okay.
now got it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So just you remember that कि ये value कैसे आता है ना? The standard rate, that is price per unit, multiplied with the duration. ड्यूरेशन के हिसाब से ये कैलकुलेट होता है. But again, budgeted unit we are calculating by ourselves. Like if I show 36 hours here, I'm telling the software one resource is there for this work. Per day basis पे multiplied with duration, I am getting 4000 here. And one more thing, say tomorrow if the rates are changed, या फिर if the price per unit is updated. For example, if I just to show you, if I modify the cost here, like previously it was 1000 rupees, now I changed it to 1200. Can you see at any point of your project if the costing is changed for the resources? It will show you like this. The prices have changed for resources assigned. And can you see it is telling one option here. Recalculate assignment cost using the tool menu. So what you have to do, as of now, you just click OK, but you go to tools. Under this tool, there is an option recalculate assignment cost. This option will be only available when the costs are changing. At any point if you modify this, now can you see this became 9600. Why? Because I have modified the pricing. So if the resources are already assigned, later if you come back and update the costing, you just remember this option recalculate assignment cost, so that budgeted cost will be recalculated. अभी ये क्लियर हो गया ना, लाइक व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ बजटेड यूनिट एंड बजटेड कॉस्ट. You don't require all the columns. I think if you remember last class what I did, no, I just right click here, I went to customize the resource column. Default will have so many things like this actual unit and all. But in the initial stage, like when you are adding the resources, we don't need everything here. We just need the resource name. Budgeted unit will be enough. Actual, so later we will see like this cost and all as of now not required. You just keep the budgeted unit. If you want cost parallelly, then I added this budgeted cost. Here under this cost, I think it was there. There is a budgeted cost option. So if I apply this, here can you see there is a column in the table budgeted total cost. The same cost will be reflected. And one more thing, this budgeted total cost is like a sum total for all the resources that we assign. Sometimes what happens, so tomorrow if you want to split this, like how much you have spent for material or the labor type, something like that. In P6 they have given separate cost column for each and every category. Just I'll show you this. I will click on default. Default percentage and all not required now. So I have activity name, then duration is there, start date, finish date. This is the resources assigned. Here, if you go to cost field or cost column, you will find all these options. Budgeted labor cost, budgeted material cost, budgeted non-labor cost, and also budgeted expense cost. Did I tell you about expenses in the previous class? I think one day I was talking about this expense, right? If you remember. All this we can add it if required, so that all the cost separately you will get. Actually, in MS project, you don't have that labor cost separated or non-labor like that. Everything will be in total. But in P6, if required, you can include this. If I come here, you can see like non-labor, uh, labor cost. Like this split will be there where you can able to see it. Just once you see this, if I assign any material or manpower, no, all the cost will be separated like this. Can you see there is a separate expense cost also? I think this one, what you are seeing here, no, 20,000. This I might have added here. Can you see there is an option called expenses separately? Like any additional that you spend, we can show it as an expense separately. Now is it clear about the resources, like how to create that information and how to assign? Any other doubts in this part?
Clear, madam.
Okay, okay. Uh, Today I'll just show you some simple options which is related to the table. Sometimes what happens when you want to add a new column, generally in Excel and all, we will insert directly, any column. But in MS project or in P6, when you want to prepare a new column information, it can be related to any type, like say you want to add a text, yeah, you want to include cost, anything like that. Then there is an option here called user defined field. Can you see in the activity details, it is coming in the bottom. But before using this user defined field, first you have to create it. Like we have to prepare the column name, all these things. So to do this user defined field, I think this is available in the enterprise. Here you can see user defined field. We also call this as UDF, user defined field, short form is UDF. There is a add option here. Currently, can you see the category selected is activity. Generally, if you want to prepare a new column for resources also, no, we can switch like this. Mostly for activity table, this will be useful. And also it will ask you the data type, means whether you are adding the text or number, cost, something like that you want to show. We can add it here. Sometimes you might want to add a new column for remarks या फिर कुछ additional description के लिए, something like that. Then you can use this column. Just I'll show you with this remarks करके. Once you give the title here, we can directly close this. Next time, when you want to include that remarks column in the existing table, you come to this column. You will find user define in the bottom. Basically, whatever you created for the current project, all that will appear here. Can you see just now I added one text column as remark. So if I want to include it here, I can put it as a separate column. Once I give apply and OK, here can you see one new column will be added. Basically, this is like in P6 or MS project, you just know this option, user defined field. Tomorrow, if someone will tell you to add a separate column, basically P6 will give you most of the things, but in case if you want your own column name or title, no, then this will be useful for you. I have selected text type, right? So any information you want here, I can add it in the remarks column. So basically text means any text we can, type it here. It will be updated. This is one thing. And one more thing is sometimes if you want to add separate cost column also, that also can be done in user defined field. I'll just remove this few columns from here. Say here I want to include a separate cost column. Inbuilt, though we have already, but something that is new you want, then we can add it here. So I will go to enterprise again, user defined field. This is a previous one. I will click on add again. Say this time I'll take a cost as a column. I'll just name this something like activity cost करके. And again, this is not like mandatory, but if required, no, tomorrow if someone will tell you to add a new information, then this will be useful. Anything you put there, no, in the UDF dialog box, to find it, you come to column here. It will be available under this. Just now I prepared this, no, so it will be added to this. Click on apply and OK. Can you see basically this is cost. So automatically whatever value I put here, that will be shown as a cost. And one more thing, this user defined field, this column will not be linked to your current schedule. Means previously I shown you the budgeted total cost, या फिर labor, non-labor, all those things, right? That will be the built-in data what we can put. But this column that you add, I can say that this will be something that is unique. Means this will not be linked to your existing data. One more thing, what if you want to do some, mathematical operations? Say I want to add this 1,000 rupees to the existing, budgeted cost, something like that. Whenever you want to add or multiply anything like that here in P6, directly, so it is not possible. Like in Excel, so we'll put that, equal to sum, all those things. No? But here, I'll just give you an example how this works. Just now I created one column, right? Activity cost करके. Basically, this is the custom field. I have added some 1,000 rupees. Already there is a existing column called budgeted total cost. This cost comes from the, resources that are assigned. Say I want to create one more table where I want to add both of this, like budgeted total cost plus this new column which I have added. So in that case, what you have to do is we have to use one option here. I'll try to show you parallelly if this works. I think this option you will find in tools. If you go to tools, you will find global change. Just I'll show you how this, mathematical operations can be put. I will take a new option from here. All the things related to the operator. Operator is like, plus, minus, all those things. That will be available in the second section. So this first one is not required. I will delete this first data. I'll come here to the second section. Here, if I click on add, can you see parameter it is asking, right? Say if I see the parameter which is available, here you have to search for the column name that you have created. I think if I scroll down this one, here can you see in the top it is showing activity cost, right? So this column name will become the parameter. But actually I want one more table which will calculate total of these two. I'll just name this something like total activity cost. It is not required, just I'm giving an example. Maybe at some point if you want to do this operation, so then this will be useful. Uh, Say I want to add this two columns. Out of this three parameter which I have written here, this activity total activity cost is the user defined field, and activity cost is also user defined field. Only this one is the built-in one that we get. So what I have to do, I'll just show you one more time. I'll close all these things. Already I added this activity cost. I will go back to user defined field again, wherein I'm adding one more column name called total activity cost. Whatever name you give, it should be unique. Means if the same name is existing in your column, no, then it will not take. Can you see two costs I have created now? One is for the total and one is this another activity cost के लिए. I will add the column here. Same user defined field, the total activity cost. One more cost which is already available is the budgeted total cost. Basically what I'm trying to do, no, I want to add these two data. So I created one new name for a column. Total activity cost is equal to sum of activity cost plus the existing budgeted total cost. So to show the software to perform this addition, you have to use global change. You don't have to worry about the existing field. You just come to this new here. You delete this filter. We are not adding filter actually, but we are performing this operator. Here you add a new data. So this parameter first I'll select total activity cost is equal to say the first value I am taking activity cost. Operator is plus because I want to add those two columns. And parameter, the next parameter is the budgeted total cost. Here everything will be there like existing also you will find, and whatever the new column you have created, both will be added. Can you see the same thing I have added here in this P6 list? Once you want to apply this addition, right, what we have to do is we have to click on this change button. Can you see basically it is telling that it is including some formula here. Do you want to proceed? Click on yes. Basically, can you see new value and old value it is coming for now. In order to apply this total that is sum, you have to click on commit changes. So until you commit the changes, no, that column addition will not be done. Basically, log file is like a text file. We don't need this text file actually. Still, if you want to cross check, no, you can save this. It will give you one text document. Just I'll show you once. I'll save it somewhere here and click on OK. And one more thing, you have to apply the changes also. So once it is applied, right? Can you see the old value and new value will give you the sum of these two columns. Once you get it, you just close it so that you know that automatically it will be applied. You can verify this. You can observe that whatever value I have put in actual cost, this total will give the sum of both of these columns. I know that this is kind of complicated process, but in P6 this is the only option they have given when you want to add any two column or subtract, multiply like that. You want me to show this again?
Yes, madam. In short,
Okay,
you can.
just a second. Yes. I'll just quickly repeat this process. When you're trying it, no, you just follow the same process that I am doing now. So first what I did was I went to user defined field. I'll just add these two columns directly. Make sure that the name that you put here, no, it should not be already present. Unique name we have to give. The type I have taken as a cost. One more I'll take it as total cost करके. So this total cost is also the cost type. I will close this. Then I will come to column here, user defined field. I'll add both this UDF to the existing column. When I apply this, can you see as of now this column there are no values. Just to show you here, I'll add some budget to this. And I suggest you to apply this global change only after updating the column. You don't do it frequently because what happens, no, automatically it won't update. Means, for example, uh, I applied the changes. Tomorrow if I again put a new value, then again we have to commit the changes as and when required. I'll just show you that one more time. Say I put some cost here. Then I went to tool here in the global change. This name also we can put like this could be same as the column name what you have. I will delete this first table. Here in the second section I went to add. So you have to pick all the column name. Say total cost is equal to. Here I'll select activity cost. In this one, the task cost I have given. Plus I'll select as an operator. What was the other name? Budgeted total cost. So this I'll select from the existing field. Uh, then what I did was, in order to apply this formula, we have to click on change. Click yes here and commit changes. So as soon as you click on commit changes, you don't have to save this file. You can click no here and click OK. You might see that whatever data I have added, right, that sum or the total will be there. In one more thing, in case if you don't find the changes here, like here can you see this amount plus 2000, it has added to this column. If the changes are not applied here, there is an option called apply change also, like refreshing this. Then click on commit changes. So it will automatically update it. Tomorrow, if I add a new value to this, say just to show you, I'll put another amount. Can you see here actually that amount did not update? So basically, as in when you update this data, we have to commit the changes here. So you go to this global change. You click on the apply changes, commit changes. So as in when you commit the changes, right, that values will be keep on updated. Once it is done, you close it. Once you click on this no, after committing the changes, you can directly close it. After close, no, it will be updated. I think just to check this once, if it is not updated, right, you always come to the global change. Apply changes you click, then you can go to the commit changes. I think you will have only UDF option in this syllabus also, but this is something in addition which will be useful for you, this global change which I told you now, because there are no other option to add any cost and all. That's why this will be useful. Today, just you go through this again. If you get some time, right, when you are trying this resources, you just check that pricing and the calculation part. If this part is clear, then from tomorrow I'll start with the another project.
Madam, can you please enter that amount at task cost
Here,
so that we can see that it after the global change the total cost is changing or not? Yes. Some kind of 1,000 rupees or something. 2,000.
here actually
No, actually it is
automatically it
not
won't
changing.
change. So what you have to do, you have to go back to that same option. It's like where you created this. अब उसी में जाना है आपको. थिंक ये वाला था ना, टास्क कॉस्ट ये है. सो यहाँ आपको फिर से चेंज करना है. लाइक यू गो बैक टू दैट सेम ग्लोबल चेंज एंड कमिट द चेंजेस. कमिट करने के बाद ही है ना वो अप्लाई होगा. Now can you see after I
Okay.
committed that the cost
Yes.
will be updated.
Yes. Now it is reflecting. Yes. Okay.
Okay then. Today I'll stop up to here. Tomorrow, if everything is fine till here, then we can go to next topic.